Okay, so today's video is all about how to restart, how to reset, how to re-get motivated, re-inspired, and to get started again. But yes, make sure you thumbs up this video if it is helpful or inspiring to you, and also hit that subscribe button if it's your first time seeing my face and you want to stick around. I post videos every week, the motivational, inspiring, ladies level up inspired, you know, femininity, all that cool stuff. So if that's something that's interesting to you and you're ready to level your life up, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. And let's go ahead and get started. How to restart and reset. Here we go. So I have my notes down here as always. So if you guys see me looking down, I need to slow down. If you guys see me looking down, that is why. And let's go ahead and get started. So my number one step, or my first step on how to reset and start moving forward again, is to reset. You must cut cords or cut ties with anything from the past that is hindering you or stopping you from becoming great. Now, only you know what that hindrance or what that, you know, could be. But in my experience, I've always had to purge or release something before I'm able to start anew or start new tasks or start new projects. It's kind of like removing all obstacles so that when you do begin, you begin fresh faced, you know, bushy-tailed, bright-eyed. You're not tired or exhausted from any pain or damage of the past or anything like that. So it might be helpful for you guys. I made a video, how to move on or how to let go. I think that's the name of the video. I will put it right up here in the cards for you. If you were on step number 1, you need to cut some ties, cut some cords so that you can have a fresh start. Definitely watch that video. It is very important to have a fresh slate, you know, nothing holding you back from the past or nothing tying you to the past, whether it's past relationships, past bad habits, or anything like that that could hinder you from moving forward. Okay, so make sure you check that out. My step number 2 on how to move forward is you must have a clear picture of where you're going or what you're trying to do, in life, who you're trying to be in life. You have to have a clear picture of that version of yourself. So what's really exciting about this step is that visualization is so huge. So once you know, cut the cords or cut ties or whatever it is that you need to release, could even be just like you writing out a letter saying, I am releasing this, and this. It's no longer serving me. I'm moving forward. And then visualize what you want your life to be or how you want your life to be. Now, I highly suggest that you do this every single morning and every single night until you attain or achieve whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. So if it's like moving into a new home, every morning as soon as you wake up, visualize yourself waking up in your new home. Visualize yourself maybe washing dishes in your new home, stepping out your front door to go grab the mail, or stepping out your front door to go walk your dog, or to drive off to the grocery store. Imagine yourself standing in your driveway. Imagine yourself standing in your new kitchen or your new bathroom or whatever the case may be. So visualizing is so important, and then you do that in the morning, and then you want to do that once again at nighttime. So the reason why we do this right in the morning is because we have a little bit less resistance. When we are waking up straight out of our dreams, we're kind of like in between consciousness, in between reality, and in between the subconscious realm. And as you guys know, we can create in the subconscious realm. We can create in the invisible. So if you think about whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish or manifest, as soon as you wake up, you're kind of allowing yourself to dream and attract that to yourself without resistance. And you guys know resistance occurs in our conscious state, because in our conscious state, that's when we're thinking about the logic and the logistics of everything. How can I make that happen? How can I save enough? How can I improve that? How can I actually attain that? So that kind of causes resistance, whereas in the beginning of the day when you're first waking up, you don't have that resistance, as well as at night, in the afternoon, right before you go to bed, you're kind of starting to release that resistance as you drift off into your dream state. So daily visualization of what you want and who you want to be is going to become so vital in your restarting progress. You have to know where you want to go in order to move in that direction. So that daily visualization really does help you to get into alignment with what you want in an easy and fun way. Okay, you guys? So make sure that you're doing those daily motivations. My step number 3 is to get motivated. You have to re-motivate yourself. You have to remind yourself why this is so important to you, why this is so vital to you, why it is, you know, what is the word, it's mandatory for you to get started right away. Your motivation is the surefire, you know, light to your ignition, the surefire, oh, I'm reminding myself this is what I want. I'm reminding myself this is why I want it. I'm reminding myself this is how I'm gonna feel when I achieve what I want. So you have to get remotivated. And so understand that whatever it is that you want to change, or whatever it is that you want to call into your life, it can be achieved, it can be attained, but you've got to start, okay? So it all starts with your mindset. My step number 3 is to understand that you can absolutely have whatever it is that you want without a shadow of a doubt. Because if it was impossible or not likely for you to have that, you wouldn't be desiring it. You wouldn't be hoping for it, okay? So what people don't know is that when we are born into this lifetime, and even before we even enter this lifetime, there are certain things that our soul wants, or that our soul requires, or that our soul seeks to achieve in our lifetime. So sometimes people will beat themselves up and say, why do I even want this? This dream is too big, this goal is too big, it's too difficult, it's too much, I can't do it. Well, you've got to retrain yourself to believe that you can have what you want. I believe it's in the book Think and Grow Rich, when Napoleon Hill is the one who says that you wouldn't have that desire unless you are meant to achieve that desire, or meant to attain that desire. I don't know why I'm saying desire, it's desire, right? So like for me, I never had a desire to go to the moon, so I'm never gonna wake up one morning and say, man, I really want to go to the moon, because that's not really what I desire to do. But on the other hand, I might wake up one morning and say, I really want to move into a luxurious penthouse, and it's in the cards for me to do that. Therefore, I have that desire to do that. So whatever it is that you have a desire to do, understand that you do have the capacity to make that happen. It's all a matter of flipping that mindset switch from I can't do it, or I can't achieve it, or I'm not there yet, to I'm in the process of it, I'm in the pursuit of it, I'm in the direction of it, okay? It's in my gravitational orbit. So what you're doing when you're sending out those vibrations of I can do it, I can achieve it, I can attain it, you are basically becoming like a beacon. Pretend you're like a lighthouse, and you're shining out that frequency all around you. You know how like lighthouse, the light shines in a circle and it just goes around and around and around. Well, when you positively affirm that you can have what you are, you know, seeking, or that you can attain what you are seeking, you are sending out that vibrational beacon out around you. And then what happens is you become a magnet to what you want. So let's say I'm sending out that signal, I am worthy of my dream apartment, I am worthy of my dream apartment, I am worthy of my dream apartment. So I'm just gonna go about my day having that mindset, having that frequency, and then because I have that thought process in my head, because I'm staying motivated and inspired about what it is that I want, I maybe will run into a news article that says new luxurious apartment listings, or I might, you know, bump into somebody who is the leasing manager of the place that you want to move into, or maybe you'll bump into somebody who lives or is a resident at the place you want to move into, and they've got the connect. So you see why it's so important to have that positive mindset, because we are essentially like a magnet. Our thoughts are bouncing back to us no matter what we do, no matter what we say, no matter what we see. It's bouncing right back to us, okay? I'll give you another example. Let's say that your big thing this year is that you really want to go on a diet, you really want to do a lifestyle change, you really want to look your best this year. So if you send out that vibrational frequency, or you send out those mindset thoughts that I'm improving my health, I'm improving my health, I'm improving my health, I'm improving the way that I look, I love the way that I look, I am exercising my body, I'm taking care of my body, I love my body. When you're sending out those vibrational waves, or that vibrational frequency, that is bouncing back onto you. So you're saying I love my body, and then you're watching TV and you realize there's a free group exercise class meetup somewhere this week, or maybe you realize there's a free yoga class this week. If you weren't sending out those vibrations, you might not have ran into or come across these things. These things are called synchronicities. When you send out those mindset wavelengths and then they bounce back to you, showing you what it is that you really want. I'll give you an example. So I started to look for luxurious apartments that I really, you know, in my area that I wanted to move into. So I'm walking around town, you know, scoping out the place, scoping out where I want to go, and I bump into this lady, and she says, hey, I live in that apartment that you're looking at, because I had the pamphlets in my hand because I had just gone to that place that I wanted to check out. She said, yeah, I live here. It's really amazing. You are gonna love it. They have this and this and this and that. Ask them about this deal. Ask them about this premium. They do offer this. You have to ask them because they won't tell you about this. So see how me putting that intention that I want to live in a luxurious place, and then I put myself in the areas that I want to be at, and then I start to bump into people who already have what I want, are already a vibrational match to what I want, you know. And she gave me her number, and she's like, if you have any questions, ask me, you know. So this is how you become in alignment. This is how you show the universe, this is what I want, and then the universe will literally start putting things in your face that has to do with what you want, or that is pertaining to what you want. And you'll notice that you're really drawing yourself closer and closer to what you want, like a magnet. It all starts with a mindset change. Start affirming the positive things that you want and start to see how it changes the world around you, okay? So here is my next tip on how to restart. The next thing you want to do is to create a plan of action. What does the new evolved version of yourself do, and what is your desired outcome? So start to ask yourself, I think you've said this on my channel before, but ask yourself, what is it that I desire? And then ask yourself, what are the action steps that I can take to put myself in that direction? So another example pertaining to this new house, if you know that your credit's not the best, you know, ask yourself, what is something that I can do? What is a plan of action that I can do to improve my credit? Or maybe you know that your income's not exactly where it needs to be to attract that new place that you want. Ask yourself, what is my plan of action of what I can do to get myself to a good place? So let's say, you know, the rent at the place that you want to live is $1,200 a month. I don't know, I'm just throwing out numbers. So let's say you plan to get your income to $5K a month so that you can comfortably move into that place. The game plan or the action step that you need to take is breaking down what are some income streams that you can either create or start so that you can start generating that money that you want to see. Once you create that game plan, you start doing what is required, doing the habits that are required to see that task through to the end. And I've said this on my channel before, it is not the goal that matters, it is the habits that we are creating and actually physically doing that attracts us to the desire or attracts us to the manifestation. So it's all about what are the daily tasks that you're doing on a regular basis that are going to help you to attract what it is that you want. And the way to start and to get into the direction of what you want is to start with your daily habits, okay? Create the plan and then start doing the daily habits, okay? And then the last thing that I'm going to advise you guys to do on how to restart, signify the change in some way. So I know that we're all, you know, starting on this new endeavor. It's 2020 now. Signify the change. How can you signify the change? You can signify the change with a new hairstyle. You can signify the change with a new eating diet or a new eating habit. You can signify the change by a spiritual bath, or like saying, you know, I'm setting the intention, the focus intention that in the process of cleansing myself in this bath, I am also opening myself up to new ideas and new avenues of how I can make this happen, okay? Another way you can signify the changes is by dedicating a journal entry to what it is that you want. Maybe you do a scripting session of what your life will be once you have attained whatever it is that you want to attain. That is a perfect way to start. Just by journaling out explicitly what it is that you want, what it is that you want to see, who it is that you're trying to be, okay? And that is how you start. Get yourself motivated, know what you want, know the direction you want to go in, start training your mindset and starting to choose your thoughts, choosing the frequencies so that you can be a vibrational frequency with what it is that you want. And that's essentially all you have to do. Line everything up. This is how you get your ducks in a row. This is how you start, okay, you guys? So I really hope that this was helpful. I'm really trying to create more inspiring and more motivating content because, I don't know, I feel like that's just what we all need. I'm ready to see people start evolving and start, you know, becoming exactly who they want to be in life. And I'm really hoping that these videos are doing that for you guys. I don't know. Let me know. Comment down below. Is this video helpful? What are you going to start doing? How are you going to restart, you know? And let me know. Okay, you guys? I love you all so much. Oh, last thing, I do offer one-on-one coaching. So if, you know, my motivational chit chats really get you inspired and hot and heavy and ready to get started changing things in your life, please make sure you check out nijasym.com/coaching. Or you can email me directly at nijasym@gmail.com. I will be awaiting you guys' appointments, I guess you can say. I have a few more sessions open in February, so make sure you reach out to me if you want my help getting started on how to restart or getting anything accomplished that you want to accomplish this year. I'm here for you, babe. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!